covering more of your Goofs. Now we did Famous Friday, but guess what? We are back to Thursdays now, so get used to it. But yeah, this week's story, Donald's Duck. No, we are not representing Disney or anything of that sort. It's something different that you should know, so let's get to it, yo.
Duck, the Great Western engine, worked hard in the yard at the big station.
There's studio equipment to the right, unfortunately. I mean, you can't really see it on my end, but on the restored version, they really did actually have studio equipment there, honestly. I mean, sounds weird to believe, but unfortunately it's true, so. Yeah.
Sometimes he pulled coaches. Sometimes he pushed freight cars, but whatever the work, Duck got the job done without fuss.
As he should.
One day, Duck was
noticing Sir Topham Hatt's sticky tack, unfortunately.
Resting in the shed when Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Your work in the yard.
Also, the camera's shaking quite a bit up and down, though. Were they riding a roller coaster during this?
Good. Would you like to have a branch line for your own? Yes, please, sir, replied Duck. So Duck took charge of his new branch line. The responsibility delighted him. The line runs along the coast by sandy beaches till it meets a port where big ships come in. Duck enjoyed exploring every curve and corner of the line. Sea breezes swirled his smoke high into the air, and his green paint glistened in the sunlight. This is just like being on holiday.
I was just gonna say, where was this smoke during the previous scene? I gotta go back. Sorry, guys.
Paint glistened in the sunlight.
Hardly any smoke, I think. Anyway, next scene.
This is just like being on holiday, he puffed. Well, you know what they say, laughed his driver. A change is as good as a rest. Soon, Duck was busier than ever. Sir Topham Hatt was building a new station at the port.
Yeah, it's not a station. That looks like an engine shed used in Season 5, or Series 5 if you're overseas. I mean, clearly that Alec Baldwin, Michelangelo's era scene would actually look very familiar to a lot of us.
Pulled the heavy freight cars wherever they were needed. Bertie looked after Duck's passengers, and the other engines helped too, but the work took a long time. Noise and dust filled the air.
Oh yeah, one more goof. Why would they build a station near another station? That sounds like hardly any work getting done. Tisk tisk, says the fat controller.
Don't worry, whistled Toby. The station's nearly finished. And on time, too, said Duck thankfully. Duck felt his responsibility deeply and talked endlessly about it.
Yeah, but did you notice his handrail is actually crooked?
You don't understand, Donald, how much Sir Topham Hatt relies on me.
Also, it's a little bit of a wonky eye, too, but we might let that slide.
Ach, aye, muttered Donald, sleepy. I'm Great Western, and I...
Quack, quack, quack,
says the wonky-eyed Scotsman. Actually, no, it's not. I'm sorry, it's not wonky eyes. His left eye moved a little weird.
What? Ye hear?
And the steam disappeared.
quack, quack you go. Sounds like you're an egg laid. Now wheesht and let an engine sleep.
As soon as you put the steam away, My personal thoughts for Donald in this scenario: if you can't learn the language, then it's about time you get the fook out of here. By the way, Duck has wonky eyes. And if you don't believe my past statement to Donald, you may as well go!
Quack yourself, said Duck indignantly. Later, he spoke to his driver. Donald says I quack, as if I'd an egg.
Laid an egg? Yeah, technically you have a big gap in your eye. By the way, Meaty Dubs, the previous scene, that quarry dust does not look that white.
Quack, do you?
By the way, that's archive footage, FYI, in case you were wondering. No wonder it has no relation to the story.
Thundered his fireman. He whispered something to Duck and his driver.
Pay attention! There's a mustache!
They were going to play a joke on Donald and pay him back for teasing Duck. The engines were busy for the rest of the day and nothing more was said.
Except for a very shaky camera. And now back to the awkward dead air. Hey, Duck, where's your brake van?
Not even a quack.
You too, Toby!
What?
Okay, Duck's the only one that's right. Donald's the only one that's right. Duck has no brake van, Toby has no brake van. Remember what I said about that mustache? It looks like the guy missing his mustache is missing his mustache, unfortunately. And I think and by the way, what's James doing here? He should be at Tidmouth Sheds. He's on the wrong shed.
And fireman popped something into his water tank. Next morning, when Donald stopped for water, he found that he had an unexpected passenger aboard. A small white duckling.
No, that's not a small white duckling. That is a grown one.
Out of his water tank. Now, who's behind this? Laughed Donald. The duckling was tame. She shared the fireman's sandwiches and rode in the tender. The other engines enjoyed teasing Donald about her. Presently, she grew tired of traveling and hopped off at a station, and there she stayed.
Sorry, just checking for more goofs. Oh, Donald's eyes are a bit wonky, actually.
That night, Donald's driver and fireman got busy, and in the morning, when Duck's crew arrived to look him over, they laughed and laughed. Look, Duck, look what's under your bunker. It's a nest box with an egg in it. Donald opened a sleepy eye.
He opened two. Also, his eyes are a bit wonky. It's a different variation of wonk. That's why we're buzzing it again.
Well, you must have laid it in the night, Duck, all unbeknownst.
Then Duck laughed too. You win, Donald. It'd take a clever engine to get the better of you. There's a pond near the duckling station. Here she often swims and welcomes the trains as they pass by. The station master calls her Dilly, but
in the restored version, it's shaking the camera shaking side to side.
everyone else, she is always Donald's duck.
Let me see. Almost done. Almost done. And that would be the story, if I'm correct. Yeah. Yeah, no other goofs. I think that's the story right there. If I missed any goofs, leave a comment down below. If you like this video, don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed this. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And turn on all post notifications so you won't miss a single upload. This has been Eric Zubik signing off for now. Catch you guys at the next station where there's kind of a bit more turmoil going on, but you'll get what I'm saying when we get there. Anyway, see you at the next station. All aboard!